Hmm?
Hello,
I said the
everyone.
one that
Welcome back to Scion. Been a little while since we did Scion, but or I think, right? It's been a little while. I don't know
Like
when
a
last time
month,
we did. A few weeks.
right?
4 weeks.
A few weeks.
Yeah.
So last time we did some Scion, we were in the middle of a big basement fight, and we finished off Snalabardi, who was some kind of like mini frost giant. He wasn't like a big bad frost giant. It's like a tiny frost giant. So, not even like that impressive. He was pretty impressive. But we managed to finish him off and humiliate his thugs. Some of whom I think, some ran away. Finished some off. Some of them ran away. And then kind of figured out, oh, what are you doing here? Oh, what are you doing here? Oh, you're children of gods. Oh, you're a vampire. I just had a little chat in the basement and talked a lot about like dietary restrictions and favorite restaurants, things like that. There's a lot of food and diet talk, I feel like last time. And then talked a little bit about relics and sort of what's going on with some of these relics that are around town here. So I think as we left off, the Children of God's part of this group were getting ready to maybe be on their way and continue their relic hunt, tracking down other folks who were involved. So I think there's a little more conversation on the way as we pick up tonight, probably.
Yeah, because I think we were heading upstairs to grab dinner and talk it over a bit more, as I recall.
Did we decide to stay for dinner? I wasn't sure where we landed.
I think we kind of had landed on somebody was going to Uber something in.
Yeah.
It's your manservant.
Yeah. He was gonna take care of everything.
Yeah.
Lewis will get whatever food anybody wants.
Is it Tuesday?
Sure.
Yep.
Clear the taco night then.
Yeah.
Obviously.
No, I don't know what Tuesday night. It wasn't actually taco night. What was Tuesday? Whatever it was.
That's what you make sure you get.
So you guys had a system.
Oh, it's chicken parm. Tuesday was chicken parm night. That's right.
Yeah, there's an Italian place in town, so yeah, you can get some chicken parm ordered in.
Yes, well, you're certainly welcome to stay, and we'll make sure to tell me where to have Lewis order it from. I'm not up on the popular Italian restaurants around, although I'm sure there's a fine one somewhere nearby.
And yeah, Lewis will pull up his phone and on Uber Eats or DoorDash or Grubhub.
Do like Italians taste different? Can you tell like
all blood is a little different.
You said it's more related to their emotions than their than their physiology?
Yes. Italian blood does not taste like olive oil and garlic.
Well, obviously not garlic, right?
He
already told us he's.
Yeah, I guess we already covered that. That's
yeah.
No, it's based on emotions, how they're feeling, if they've consumed any.
Interesting.
Blood type.
So blood type. Oh, blood type.
Blood type.
Interesting.
Yes.
I'll keep covering them with those types of questions, so we don't have to play that all out. What's your blood type?
Not sure.
Interesting.
I haven't had a blood test done since becoming what I am now.
I mean, I could run it for you. If you don't mind, I'd be very curious.
If you're interested. Oblige. As long as we can do it. Sure. I don't visit the local hospital very often.
Drew got his stab in early tonight.
Shellfish allergy. Huh.
Best just be glad it wasn't you, man.
Right.
I wouldn't just stab him, but I will eagerly get out some supplies and take some samples of blood.
Just a little bit, though, if you don't mind.
No, not at all. I can. I know somebody good he can work with. Just a little bit.
How long are we going to be here right now?
Apparently,
Were we
Okay.
were we planning on leaving? Where are we going?
I've got to go take care of something, and I hold up the burlap sack with the head in it.
where are you taking that? And if we
Well,
discussed this last time, I really have no memory of what happened after we killed him last time. So
No.
this is me
Is there a
talking.
body that goes with that head? I don't remember.
Lewis,
So yeah,
here.
at the end of last time, Carter had chopped off the head of Snillabardi. Lewis was going to take care of the body, but Carter wanted the head for Carter reasons. Other points of note: Snillabardi had a phone on him, and it did have face recognition.
That's right.
I'll leave that there. So it had facial recognition. I don't know who has I think Desh had the phone.
Yeah, I found the phone. I don't know why. I think I was half asleep last time.
Yeah, and so I think those are the big notes. So you've got his head in a sack, and you've got his phone, and we just hadn't had time to really start going through it yet and investigating. Can this tie to Hiroko?
Hey, you before you take that away, you think his face will work to unlock the phone?
As long as he doesn't need to be smiling.
I don't know.
We can make
All
it
right.
smart.
So I just pull out the head.
And yeah, it opens.
All right, go ahead and remove
Yep.
that.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and make it so. Yeah.
Perfect.
All right, well then I'll need I don't know, 30, 40 minutes, I guess. I don't know. It's going to be a bit.
Where are you going?
I got to go destroy this.
Destroy it.
Yes.
Where are you going to destroy it?
Well, I got to get outside of town and start a fire and do a few things and then completely cremate it.
Why?
And just the head, not the whole body. The head's the important part.
Yes, for lack of a better term. It's
Like, why do you need to burn that head, man?
symbology.
You
All
are
right.
welcome to use the fireplace.
It was
I
it doesn't
I
speak.
was going to take care of the body, burn it. So if you want, I could just take the head, burn it.
I
Is that
appreciate
okay for Lewis? I don't know.
Whatever you want. It's
Okay.
all yours.
I mean, he's yours. I'm trying to play him.
I appreciate the offer, but this has to be done in a specific manner.
All right.
Do you need help?
if you want to come with me, but I mean, doesn't matter. Would you want to come with?
Ambrose, what about like the giant's blood?
Now that you mention it, take a little taste perhaps and find out.
You
I pull it back out. Do you want it from the head?
Oh yeah, I did bite him.
you hit him during the combat.
Was his blood good?
Cold.
Killed.
Chill. It was chill. I usually take it warm. No, his blood was interesting. Although I'm not currently hungry, so.
So, like, have you ever had like people that were just like, "You can have my blood"?
Well, I'm sure there are some who would probably that dude. Typically, I don't converse with.
Do you always kill them when you feed on them?
No, I very rarely.
Do they like know that it happened?
Send them on their way. Well, if everything goes according to plan, then they don't ever see me. I assume they know something happened.
There's no like incriminating fang marks on their neck or something.
I don't know, are there? Do I leave? Do I leave? I don't know if vampire.
I have to take a look at the system. I don't remember
It's like there's
if there's like a lick to heal kind
there's
of.
the white wolf like lick the wound and it goes away, but this
Right.
doesn't.
Oh, I thought you were playing the White Wolf vampire.
No,
This is a White Wolf game, isn't it?
It is, but he's not. Yeah, it's not. He's not playing a White Wolf vampire. He's playing a Scion vampire, so it still fits within the scheme.
I thought that it fit because it was all the same White Wolf system.
I mean, it could
Yeah.
hypothetically,
I don't know
but
if the current ones do quite so much. The old ones did. Like the old, you could cross all of them.
You could cross.
Didn't
That's
matter.
the last time I played White Wolf was in the late '90s. So it's just like,
I think the current versions don't line up anymore because different. Like somebody else has the vampire game now,
oh,
so like quite line up.
I see. I 100% thought that you were playing.
1990s White Wolf.
Bruja.
I was really excited. It's
I'm
like,
a 10th
this is one of my
generation
favorite
Bruja.
things about White Wolf.
Who are you?
No, one set of mechanics is good enough, I think, for all of us right now.
Yes, but
Yeah, no, we don't need to be even more confusing.
I'm really glad that it's the same system, but I did not think it was. Sorry, back to game.
Sylvia will also have to grab a little bit of giant blood as well for science.
Science.
Maybe a sample. I don't know, a tissue sample or a hair sample or something. I don't know.
Science.
Got to study these people and to see if they're any, any interesting things to learn. Does the vampire have a pulse? Do you have a
So,
are you?
about that. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens when you try taking my blood.
No, yeah. So she's trying.
Yeah.
Like, yes.
Yeah, so you put the needle in, but yeah, no blood comes out. No, I
Like
do
kind
not
of
have
squeeze.
a pulse.
If I kind of squeeze, can I get any out?
Oh, sorry. let me help. So I'll try to
Massage.
push some down out of the.
Interesting. I wonder if I do a quick couple of. She pulls out like her like stethoscope and her like other like looks in your eyes, shines lights in your eyes, and like starts going through the whole thing.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's no heartbeat. Yeah, like like to the touch, I feel like the same temperature as like I'm room temperature.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll get a see if I can get a thermometer.
Yeah. And I'm whatever
on you.
I'm whatever the room is.
Ambient.
Uh-huh.
Does the light bother your eyes? Do they dilate any more than a typical? Yeah.
No, I think they dilate the same.
Okay. So
They'd have to, or else you wouldn't be able to see right ever.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's one of the few body systems that is actually.
what about breathing? Like
No.
once I get the thing on, are you breathing?
I'm not breathing.
Oh my god. So you're by all like medical intensive purposes, you're dead.
See why I don't go to the hospital.
That's so crazy.
More or less dead. According to
But not wrong.
human definition.
Yeah, obviously not, right? That's just so fascinating.
There are different forms of being alive. Although you all respirate and I assume have blood circulate. You are somewhat different than humans. I imagine.
Mm-hmm. I've noticed small things, but not nearly so stark as your differences.
Perhaps not. From the stories I've heard, and are capable of quite astounding things.
Can you fly? Did I already see you fly?
Yeah. So when I was in like monster bat form, I glided across.
Okay. All right. Cool. That's right.
And then ate that guy who was terrified in the corner.
Quite delicious.
I mean, sometimes you just gotta get the right snack.
Yep. There's in that you get in the mood for something, you know?
Right. Straight cravings. Anything else in particular that the three of you want to talk about while we're waiting for Carter and Chandler, or Carter and Desh to get back?
I was going to bring up at some point. So, you mentioned earlier that you all are looking for relics.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, we are. Really, we're looking for a person also who's looking for relics, but yeah.
So the relics are a means of getting to the person.
Yeah.
That's the primary objective, yeah. But do you know anything of?
It would help. I am frequently in touch through Lewis. I'm frequently in touch with the antique dealers, folks in town who handle these sorts of probably know. And I do collect help.
That would be great. I mean, I think that would be great. We care on kind of our last hope of finding something. So I think we're out of leads.
We have Lewis make some. Are there any particular things you know? Whoever you're. Powerful things. Perhaps.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. Bogey, you don't have anything more specific, do we?
I'm trying to remember. I don't think so.
No,
Yeah.
So with Cynthia, like it was pretty consistent, like low level stuff people had around houses that could get overlooked. With what you've gathered so far here, it seems to be more of an eclectic mix and not necessarily a pattern. Like he had hit that truck, he hit Maze, gather he's hit other things as far as being able to collect, but like it's not a clear pattern that you've been able to gather so far. So, Carter and Dash, why don't we cut over to you? We can just talk at this point. So, Carter, you got your ritual going and set the head on fire. Thanks for coming, Dash. This is quite a ritual. But you were typing, so I figured I'd open the floor.
I'm just watching and then see what he's doing. And
Yeah, and Carter is very quiet, and the entire time he is just basically just constantly scanning the fire, making sure that it's hot enough, and just kind of looking back towards the woods and towards the mountain.
Just like keeping an eye out for others, or do you have any other special purpose for searching around?
A little bit of both. So I turned to Dash. I told you who my mother is, right? Yeah.
yes,
And I don't know if it fully came out or not, but she's a seer, but not true a seer. She is not a child of Odin. She is a giantess.
go on.
Through everything I've read, through all the research I've done, my mother actually came to try to kill a seer, according to the myths. When they saw her ferocity and her, lack of a better word, dedication, they offered her a place amongst them in much the same way that Loki is portrayed. Loki is a Jotun as well.
And she accepted it.
She did. And by going into the pantheon, she became a valued member. I am part frost giant as well, I guess. That is why I told him that redemption was possible. That is why I had to do this.
This is redemption?
No, this is a funeral rite. In some distant form, part of his blood is my blood.
So you felt the need that you had to bury him?
This isn't the funeral rite.
Okay. Semantics, but it's fine. I mean, so if mom were to, you know, show up here,
Hopefully, she would recognize what I was doing, and if I was doing something wrong, she would correct me. Wait, my mom or his mom?
your mom.
Yeah.
So I'm confused. So the giants are our enemies or our family?
Both.
Okay. Gotcha. Complicated family stuff. Gotcha.
Some will be families, most will be enemies. That is why it was important to find out essentially what side he was on.
Yeah.
When I offered him redemption, he didn't take it, so he is an enemy.
I think it was okay to prune this one from the family tree.
100%. And that is why I did those marks.
Gotcha.
The marks of aversion. They will lock him in place and prevent his spirit from doing what it will.
Ah. So he's trapped?
No. Weird will do what weird will do. But I at least feel better.
Good.
I know, it doesn't make any sense, does it?
It's never stopped us before.
Yeah, it has, but it's funny to see it now.
It hasn't stopped us much.
Fair.
Well, so far I haven't found a whole lot on this phone.
Have we looked at any of the numbers?
Yeah, I mean, I'm scrolling through them. I just need a little more time.
Understandable.
Although
We
it
probably-
appears to be an iPhone, and I'm more of an Android user, so maybe somebody is a little more
Let's
Apple
get-
savvy.
Yeah,
Apple
let's get
savvy
to
could take a look at it.
Yeah, let's give it to Bogey. Bogey's got an apple.
That might help. All right. You guys finish that up. You get back just about the time that the chicken farm's arriving as well. That worked out. Great timing. Right. It's delivery. Takes about an hour no matter what you order. So after, I'm sure, lots of discussion about what it means to be a vampire, in addition to Sylvia's just continuing to go and go and go and go. These guys get back. Dinner arrives. Not sure if there's anything else that we wanted to hit on the part of the conversations as far as go forward until somebody gets more out of the phone.
I was just, after dinner's all set up, I'm gonna ask Lewis. Lewis, when you have some time, would you please call a few of our usual contacts in business? see if any of them have heard rumors of items going around the city that potentially have some more interesting history, or perhaps have some more mystique about them than the usual.
Of course, sir.
Thank you.
This is great. Nice to have a manservant.
Yep.
Is Lewis? How human does he appear?
He's mostly human. Yeah, like he maybe is a little paler than your average person, but
He's 3/4 to Rocky Horror, right?
other than that, yeah, I mean, he doesn't let you see that the shiny gold underpants are underneath his regular outfit, but
He's not just taking that off.
you're right, we're not quite there yet.
I mean, I'll try and like get a. I don't know. At some point, is he cold too? If I can get a hand on him.
Think so. I think he's my understanding, right? And correct me if I'm, but like basically he's a human who just like has a little taste of blood every once in a while, special blood every once in a while to keep him crisp.
Renfield.
I just gotta make sure he's feeling good.
Hey Bogey, you want to take a shot at trying to crack this iPhone?
I mean, like, sure. That sounds
Alright.
cool.
And Drew, sorry, yes, he is cooler to the touch.
Okay.
Rereading what that follower type.
Is that in there? Okay, I was just gonna look for that.
Yeah, page 12.
It occurred
Gonna
to me
probably
that I must have gotten that
yeah.
from somewhere.
Yeah, Bogey, I've gone through what I can, but some of it's just, I don't know. I think you would get through it a lot faster than I can.
I can try, man. Like, let's see it.
And Josh, actually, it might be that reading that description of the first type of follower, it might be that he's more appropriately the second
He's
type.
the second type, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Drew, not cold to the touch. We'll renege on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So no. Yeah, feels regular person. Does seem a little strange. I know everyone's talking, but like otherwise, warm to the touch.
Not as dead as the other guy, maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Something's still off. I'm not going to pry on that yet.
So Bogey, you're going to take some time to sift through the phone. Dash will be like, hey, I already kind of checked out these things, but see what you can check out. All right, so over the next hour or so, you'll dig in. Go ahead and roll an intellect plus technology.
All right.
I've got a good feeling about this. This is why I gave it to Bogey.
Hey, momentum. Let's get some.
I mean, it might get, yeah, it might be good, right? Yep, go ahead.
Oh,
Take a momentum.
Look at that.
I guess you can go into the character sheet. You should be able to add.
Okay. I go to shot.
Yes, all players can edit. So yeah, you should be able to go right into the add character sheet and change the momentum to 3. We'll see if that adds. I'll make it.
It says total momentum is 3.
It does. I don't know how or what it's tracking, but it's not on the character sheet.
Oh. My momentum says 3 right now. Or did somebody else change that?
I changed the momentum pool. But yes, yours says 3. No idea. But
Do it
yeah,
again.
you
Do it
don't
again
need-
real quick, Bogey.
Okay.
Just add it real quick. I'm in the character sheet right now. I want to see what happens.
Nothing.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't add. Okay, cool.
So yeah, over the next hour or so, you're flipping through it and get a little distracted.
Bogey, why are you on that site? You're
I
supposed
just
to be-
went to-
Like yeah, you're checking out his search history and what have you in Safari, just to kind of like look through like, hey, anything that stands out, and start going down a rabbit hole, because it clearly never closed any of his tabs.
Oh,
So like all like 100 web pages, different web pages are open. You're just kind of flipping through. So yeah, that's what you spend most of the hour doing, is like one of these websites. One of these websites has to be important. Doesn't seem that.
Cross-check. Come on. That's what they do. They don't understand. All those browser windows. The guy doesn't understand why his phone's running so slow.
Right?
Stupid giants.
I just assumed it because he made it cold. So slow. Anybody else want to take their hand at it as we continue through the night,
Bogey, get off that thing. Come on, let me.
chatting, what have you?
all right. You can try it.
Oh,
Go ahead, intellect and technology.
all right. Well, I'm gonna do this again. I'm not good at technology, but
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Do we have a tech savvy person in the group?
Yeah, his name's Quinn.
Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody call him up. Hey, can you
Yeah, I'm
walk
trying
us
to think.
through this frost giant phone?
Nah, it'd kick us to Interpol.
Can
Why do you have
you
to-
like apply like a specialty from another thing somehow? Like
Yes.
I wrote in here that I have survival and I have poor college kids skills.
I was looking at the same one. I was going to add it. Hey, you didn't mention it.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel like that very well fit. Like surfing through a phone to find something. 100% poor college skill, poor college kid skill.
So what does that do? Does that give you like one extra?
It gives you an enhancement. Yeah.
Okay.
So as long as you get one success.
There we go.
So yeah, between things that Desh had mentioned before you went into it, obviously just closing Safari, ignoring it. You end up going through and going through his contacts and noticing his contacts, and Desh would have noticed as well, but you know, he was doing a broad search, is like none of them are names. None of them are like a clear regular person's name. And connecting the contacts and looking through the messages, you find a particular one called Runty Thief. And kind of going through it and going back to the date of when Hiroko had stolen the things from May. Connecting, okay, Runty Thief is Hiroko. Like there's a clear message back and forth, like it's not coded, but like it's not direct, but clearly indicating some type of handoff or transfer of items the day after they had gotten stolen from her house. So going through, you're able to identify eventually. It takes about another hour. Identify Runty Thief is Hiroko. And obviously they have some type of working relationship. She already kind of do, but it sounded like Hiroko was dropping items off to Snivelbarden.
You said Hiroko was dropping things off to him?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm sharing all of this with Dash, like, yeah, once I start kind of digging in. What do you make of that? Like,
Roku was dropping stuff off to. I
yeah.
point to the fireplace.
Yeah, that's that means he even higher than Hiroku? That how it works, or the transaction? Do I have it backwards? Or they come down? Like,
That's an assumption. I mean, that's what we. Those are the assumptions we've been operating under this whole time. But
well, we got his number. I mean,
it's true. We do.
Scrawny thief or whatever.
Runty thief.
Runty thief.
Runty.
I think it's just everybody's runty to him. I look through the other names. Are there?
They all have
There's
a lot of them have
yeah.
some sort of condescending size related.
Most of them are condescending. Some of them are size related. Yeah.
Are any of them like? Can we find one that's like actually like respectful? Like, find another obvious like frost giant.
You haven't yet. So I mean, there's a lot of contacts. There's a lot of messages. So with more time, you could continue to dig in. But this was kind of the primary thing you guys are looking for.
Is there a puny god in there somewhere?
You start typing in puny and a puny.
No,
but not puny god.
Not puny god. All right.
No, he's got a puny guy, but not a puny god.
He does have puny guy.
Puny guy. Okay, well. Do you feel like, can you tell? So you said Heroku was delivering stuff to him. Do you feel like that's the case with all the other numbers in here? Well, maybe not all the other numbers, but some of the other numbers, some of the other repeats.
I mean, yeah, I keep digging to see, but I don't know.
And yeah, you feel like there is more you could dig into if you want.
I think before we do anything else, we need to mine that phone. Try to get everything we can off of it. I think since Heroku is proving a little difficult to find, if we tip our hand, we might have a harder time finding him again.
Right.
All right. Do you want to continue to explore the phone over another hour?
Sylvia?
Sure. I mean, yeah. We can.
Is there anything that you
I can aid. I mean, I don't know how that works in this game.
Am I the best for this?
Technology to try to help, to try to provide an enhancement. Is there anything in particular you're looking for now? So, like the first kind of search was like, can we find Hiroko in this phone? The answer is yes. Anything else in particular you're trying to find or suss out in narrowing down, what you're looking for in this continued search? Or is it just like a broad, what else can I find?
A location would be nice.
Say again, Johnny?
A location would be nice. Whether it's a meeting location, whether it's an address, whether it's a, like a home address, which I'm sure we're not getting. So, I mean, I think any type of location would be good. If it's in there.
Okay. Give it a roll.
And then if we could find any other people in there that were part of this thing that's going on. So if you know, digging deeper, if you find other names that are consistent with this type of thing, which, you know, I don't know if we'll be able to find that or not.
So similar contacts or a location for any interaction with Hiroku.
Were there any pictures? Were there any pictures on there?
Oh, check that. Yeah.
Like of things, you know, of
Sometimes those got those tags on where you were.
Oh, geotag pictures, yeah.
Yeah.
Do we even know what Hiroku looks like?
Vague idea,
no.
but otherwise no.
Cutie.
You have about a rough height, right, because of your vision. Right, so you've got a rough estimate on his height.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident about it. Like, you know, you
It's
saw where he,
yeah.
I think you'd gotten that he had a little bit longer hair, straight, but otherwise, like, you didn't have defining features with your
Mhm.
blood vision.
Mm-hmm.
And then he was like slight of build. So he looks like a guy.
Not a frost giant or minotaur.
No, it doesn't look like a frost giant or minotaur, given the two that, you know, you've met one of each of those. Not like the ones you've met. So if he is, it's definitely very different from the usual frost giants and minotaurs you run into.
Yep. All right.
Alright.
Should I roll this again for the next search?
And yeah, just if you want to try to help him.
So we're,
I could try.
we're looking for a guy.
Looking for a dude.
Getting closer.
Runty thief.
Whoa.
Awesome.
Damn.
You help. You help.
It's got to learn to use an iPhone, you know.
Yeah, she got out of my hands and it's into it.
That.
I'm not upset.
So in this next iteration of search, you find, kind of going back through their texts, a little bit more about the relationship. It seems like, no, it wasn't that Hiroku is subservient to Stillabardi. Like it seems like they're kind of on par as far as level. So every once in a while, Stillabardi will threaten him, but not like a boss would threaten or a superior would threaten. But like, you know, just like he threatened you guys, like, I'm just gonna chop your head off. And Hiroko always wrote back very like casual, flippant type things. So yeah, it was clear that, you know, they had a working relationship, but it didn't seem like one was over the other. Part of what you found as well is they do mention drop-off points. One of the common ones is the ice cream shop. So, like,
Makes
so yeah,
sense.
like there's apparently an ice cream shop or the ice cream shop
The ice cream shop.
where Stillabardi will say, meet me at the ice cream shop. And that's where they'll either hand off something or discuss something, like discussing a new job or discussing, you know, other things. So there's the ice cream shop, though you don't yet know where the ice cream shop is.
Does he have any pictures of ice cream on his phone?
Yeah.
His pictures are entirely ice cream cones and kittens. It's very adorable. He's even got like cones with kittens in it. But it's very clear, like, he's not eating the kittens, like he just loves kittens. No.
Okay. As you say, a cone of kittens is not adorable.
It is if they're like peeking over. No.
I was thinking it'd be a bunch of selfies of like him in a booth with Hiroko, and they've got like the milkshake between them with the two straws, and they're
You know, because even
Yep.
bunny ears over the head, and you have to like reach super high up.
Yep. Very cute.
Yeah, very cute. No pictures of ice creams or ice cream shops. Most of the pictures are of items, like some of the ones that you know are missing or otherwise. So yeah, most of the pictures are related to those items. He doesn't seem to have like a whole lot of like casual pictures that he took.
Do those items have geotags where those pictures were taken? Any of them?
Yeah, but I don't remember how specific the geotags get. I mean, it would be like the town, right?
I don't know.
Let's see.
I don't even know
Open
what
my
a
iPhone.
geotag is. I'm gonna look it up right now. No.
Mine's got an app.
Yeah, mine has a map.
I've got like an ad location.
Yeah, mine's got pretty specific addresses.
Oh, you know what it is though? He's got an older model, so it doesn't.
That's fantastic.
Like his doesn't even do the thing like you can create stickers out of people. His doesn't do that.
Man,
Yeah, pretty unfortunate.
Yeah,
that
man,
works
he's
out.
got to update this thing.
Oh, that's the other thing. Yeah, he hasn't updated the phone obviously in a while. He's behind
I
a
mean, this
few
is
on
the same
iOS.
phone I had in college. That's why I know it so well. But good lord.
So no specific geotags for an ice cream shop or otherwise. But again, they're just pictures of items, so it's not like you're getting background scenery or what have
I want to go on an ice cream crawl.
you. Like search, you can see there's like 4 or 5 ice cream shops in town.
I mean, I don't know that it'd be helpful other than I just wouldn't mind getting some ice cream now that we're talking about it.
Yeah,
Went to all
yeah.
went to all the ice cream shops and asked about
Big guy.
big guy.
like really big guy.
Yeah.
Do we have any specific meetup times where they were like in the past? They were
2:00 every Tuesday or something.
Like, did they get it? No, they didn't have like a standing meeting or.
a single date and time, or like, oh, I'll see you in an hour, and like I could then pinpoint a time in the past.
Yeah, so like right where one or the other would be like, hey, I'll see. Yes, yeah, there are instances where like, hey, I'll meet you at the ice cream shop in 30 minutes or in an hour, or I'll see you tomorrow at 2 a.m. or something like that. Yes.
Good. If we can pick out one of those times, I'm like, yeah, I think I'll be able to figure it out if we get.
Were they meeting at the ice cream shop at 2 a.m.?
One of the times indicates, yeah, that they were meeting not at the ice cream shop at 2 a.m. They were meeting near the yard waste landfill.
Mm.
Nobody would be there.
Let's say a 24-hour ice cream place. Short list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Short.
So yeah, what's our next step then?
I mean, we have locations.
Yeah.
You got
I mean-
locations for the 5 ice cream shops, yeah?
We can start. We probably should keep digging too, because like
Oh yeah.
even if we find a location, that doesn't mean we're gonna find Hiroku. Like
Well,
some people gonna be like, hey, let's meet him up. Meet up with you at the ice cream shop, and then we'll like ambush him and get him.
But
That's what we're trying to do, though, right?
Yeah, we ready to go for it? Like,
well, let's see. Let's see if we can.
Ice cream shop.
Wouldn't the ice cream shop have like cameras?
Depends on the ice cream shop. I feel like.
But like if they have cameras, then like we know the last time that they met at an ice cream shop, right? Like
Yeah, I mean, maybe if it's like the Dairy Queen, yeah, but if it's like Susie's Dairy Barn, like they're probably not gonna have cameras.
They might.
They might. We'll see.
But like that'd be pretty cool if they did. Then we could see what Heroku looks like with their security cameras.
Right.
Unless he does that thing that he did on the other camera.
Oh shit.
Does he do that all the time?
I don't know. We don't know anything about him.
All
We don't.
right. Well,
I'm all for we keep digging and trying to connect some dots before we do this, but I mean, if we call him, because is there a call history between Runty Thief and him?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not as frequent as text messages, but there are a number of times that they've talked.
I mean, if we call him, then like, how do we explain that we have his phone? So I don't think we need to call him. We have to text him.
Yeah, I mean,
But I mean, we could always we could just tell him we found another relic and
So,
and we also can just play the long game and be patient till we get the message from him. Does it look like usually which one engages? Which one?
50-50. They go back and forth. It depends on who has the information or the item, or hey, there's a job.
what's the frequency?
A couple times a week. It's not always like, hey, a couple times a week there's something to steal, but a couple times a week there's some type of even if it's just Snail or Barty writing something very rude. So yeah, it's not always about work, but a couple times a week they'll message back and forth.
Do they have messages about going to Ambrose's house?
They do not.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's no like recent like, hey,
I'm gonna hit up this house.
What about the other thing that was stolen that we investigated?
from May's house.
The maze,
Yeah.
maze collection.
Yeah, so that's actually what got you on like, okay, Runty Thief is Hiroko, is there was a set of messages back and forth about Hiroko identifying May Watts as a target, saying, hey, I'm going to grab at this date. He told Snail Barty, I got the stuff. Snail Barty said, meet you at the ice cream shop at, in whatever time after, an hour and a half from whenever they sent the message. So yes, yeah, there is like specific, hey, May Watts was a target that they identified and worked together on in some capacity.
Cool. Interesting.
Yeah, I agree. I think we could wait this out a little bit.
I'll park it. I mean, it doesn't need to be accurate. I'll tell her what her birthday is. So did you want to continue searching through the phone? That's probably like 8 at night at this point, after some dinner and some phone searching and conversation about what have you, and
Yeah.
Lewis cremating a body in the basement.
I mean, so people want to do other things, but
I know that Ambrose had his guy researching some stuff for us as well.
Lewis was going to make some calls to some folk about some things. $72? Yeah. I don't know how old my mother is. I know nothing about her. I'm glad this is being recorded. Now that she's watching, I'm going to watch.
What?
Sorry, Alyssa's asking some questions about my mother's birthday to sign her up for a 5K for Thanksgiving.
Oh,
turkey trot, yeah.
Trap, like needs her birthday and something. I'm like, I don't know. I barely know how old my mother is. I don't know when she was born. I know the day because that's important. I don't know how old she is. She's over 70. So she's trying to get a birth date down on lock. And I'm saying just throw in a random number. And as long as it's
1951.
yeah. Might have been 54. No.
54 is a big deal because that means she's turning 70 this year.
She will be turned 70 because there's a wing place up in New York that if you go on your birthday, you get a number of wings equal to your age. And I know they already broke 70. So let's go with 1952. Okay. Just reinvent my mother's birthday.
That's
so,
awesome.
So yeah, Lewis ended up talking to one of the contacts who didn't have anything in particular at this time. It's a little bit later for some of them as well, past business hours. But one of the contacts that he has better rapport with, that he can just be like, hey, just call him and check it in. And that one hasn't identified like, hey, nobody's tried to steal from us other than like some of the normal like, but we haven't had anything strange stolen or any big artifacts. They also don't necessarily work in as antique of antiques. So tomorrow he should be able to have a better opportunity to reach out to some folks during the day.
Thank you.
Oops.
I think that will probably be all.
Very good. I'll retire upstairs. So we going to get ice cream, late night ice cream, or are we diving back into the phone? I missed
I rolled 2.
diving into the phone.
Yeah. But Sylvia can keep helping. Or I can keep helping Sylvia.
Yeah.
I am getting a little hankering for some ice cream.
Let's take one more deep search here. Let's go back to that thing you were looking at. God damn it.
Critical failure.
Deleted it last time through.
I was about ready to say, can I take a turn at it? But never mind.
I keep clicking on ice cream locations. Like, ooh, look at this.
Well, we know it's an ice cream joint. No. Come on. Let's go.
That is amazing.
So take one momentum. So Drew, feel free to go into the momentum character sheet and add one. I think I'll put it up to 4. So add one momentum. You are really focused on ice cream, and you start searching through, and you, of course, you're on his phone and you want to take a look at the ice cream shops around here, so you open up the app and start looking through. So looking through Safari, looking through some of those open pages, you notice that there are a number of them that are open to an ice cream shop, and it's the same ice cream shop over and over again. While you're doing all this, you get excited and you're about to tell them, and by a matter of mishaps, you end up typing into Messenger a link to one of those web pages, and that message goes to Hiroko, and you hit send as you're looking up it, so you don't even realize this at first. As you're looking up and be like, hey, he's a whole bunch of ice cream shops like that are the same ice cream shop. Like he's got like 12 pages open to this one ice cream shop. Like he just keeps searching it, because he apparently doesn't realize like you can go back to a different page, and then you look back down and you're no longer on Safari. You've just sent a link to Hiroko to the ice cream shop. That's part of your critical failure.
Shit, I just messaged him.
What do you what like
What?
what?
Wait, let me see that. What
I
are you doing?
I don't know how. I sent him the link to the ice cream shop.
Well, I guess someone should play in the long game.
These are texts from Hiroko.
I handed off to Dash.
Brady responded. Well,
Play cool. Play cool. Don't show them that you're desperate.
I wasn't show him anything. I was just gonna be like,
You mimic the way that he talks, like texts, I guess.
yeah, Snow have already. Yeah, I have to like.
You can give a shot at it. I mean, you haven't had a chance to study, but if you wanted to make a roll, I'd probably say it's cunning and integrity. Not bad for you, anyways.
I think that's really good for me, actually.
It's actually pretty good for you.
Yeah,
I feel like he's right in your wheelhouse.
That's that. Yeah, I'll try to take a quick.
Actually, I think it'd probably honestly be more empathy. Let me look at it again. The integrity. Integrity is resisting. Sorry, I think it'd probably be not that it's bad. Cunning and empathy.
How about persuasion?
You're not really trying to persuade. You're trying to like get into the mindset of Snailabardi enough to be able to type like him.
Trying to
About academics.
type like Snailabardi, but don't look like you're typing like Snailabardi.
You gotta
Oh,
right.
text
feeling of
casual.
Snailabardi.
Text casual.
Text casual.
All right. Not the empath here. I think that's Bogey, right? Bogey's the empath here, I believe.
Oh, looks like you are.
That's
Yeah,
pretty damn good.
you're
Oh,
right.
okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that
a good
covers
student.
it. Yeah, you start thinking about how to text back, and you quickly reread through some of the messages and you go, yeah, you know what, I think I got this. So I mean, whatever you write back should be abrasive, and direct.
Yeah.
So you just kind of look through and like, you guys met him. You wanted to chop your head off, like that.
Yeah.
That level of mindset of texting. So feel free to type back, or you can talk back. You don't have to type, but feel free to respond if you're going to.
Abrasive, think direct, rest your thumbs on some ice cubes for a minute, get them nice and cold. Really get all the way fully into the.
Yeah,
That's all.
method.
Uh-huh.
So method.
Going method, yeah, going all method, yeah. Like ice cream, stupid. That's what I'll send back first.
And he'll text back. So you have a job, or you have an item, or you just want to play footsie.
Do it. Do it.
Ha! You know I crush your foot, puny man. Runty man. And what do you think?
Thinking what he'd think. It's just the dots going. It's typing.
You're typing.
Yeah. It's okay, I'm thinking.
So
Another, I'll take back. Another item you want me to verify?
do we have an item to verify?
You all have items, and he had
Yeah.
come for an item down in the basement.
I still don't know how to make the bees come out of this.
Okay. I mean, once we show up and we're not him, that
Oh.
may be irrelevant at that point. But
Right.
at the same time, if we do have an item,
I can dress up as him. Like, that's no biggie.
except he's a biggie.
That's quite large.
I'll send back in like all capital letters. Yes.
And he'll type back, send pics or it didn't happen.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
That is not uncommon. You do see time where he'll one or the other will send an image of the item in question.
I wish you'd had the body. I'd send him a picture of the big old middle finger.
That would be awesome.
That would be hilarious.
So we need an item to send a picture of.
Think the brooch worked.
Broach it.
I mean,
Well,
you wouldn't
I look
know
at-
about the brooch. Whose brooch was this? This was
We took it off the guy that was beaten by a chair. Or ridden by a chair. I don't know how you want to classify it.
guy
No,
died in
the
our doorway.
girl that ran away. Oh, well, tried to run away.
Did we ever establish? I'll just ask. Ambrose, what were they after in your basement?
it was the brass windlass.
That's right.
Do
Like,
you?
and that definitely looks a lot older than the brooch.
Is that maybe a better option since he was here to start with?
yeah.
Certainly welcome. It would help you get to this Kuroko person.
I'll go snap a picture of it.
Yep.
And send it.
I don't know what the hell is it again, Josh?
Oh, I put a
It's a
picture.
piece
of
of
it.
piece of a ship or something.
Yeah,
It is a bigger ship. It's a windlass.
yeah. I put a link to it in their chat a while back.
I know you did.
Like at the end of last session. But like that.
Ah, yes, I see. Okay. Yeah, so he'll text back, the hell is that, an old coffee pot?
Yeah, stupid.
You don't know windlass? It rhymes with, and I'll dot it from there.
Nah, I don't win less. He replies back. When you want to meet at your ice cream shop? No, he would say the ice cream shop. When do you want to meet at the ice cream shop?
I'll relay that.
What time is it right now?
9.
Probably too late for tonight, right? Just Tuesday. It was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Was there? Do we get the impression? Do we get the impression that like these meetings would happen at night, or? I guess if it's a giant walking around, probably.
There were often ones at night, some during the day, and some even at the ice cream shop during the day. Yeah,
Usually like
often at night.
tomorrow afternoon or something when it's pretty dead there. Or we want more people there. Probably don't want people there, right? That's
I mean, in case things turn bad.
yeah.
What about 11 a.m.? That way there's no people there yet. They just opened up. Hardly peak time.
That works.
I'll start typing and I'll stop and look at Ambrose.
I was going to mention that I would be interested in this person who is also after some of the same kinds of things, particularly this one that I have, but I'm usually asleep.
Does the sunlight really burn you to death?
If I am in it for too long,
Oh, that would be rude.
So is that the only vampire myth that's real?
the other bit.
Can't enter a building unless you're invited.
Right, please. Cross running water, garlic and crosses don't bother me.
Holy water?
Holy water, fine. Wooden stake through the heart, not a concern.
Really?
That sounds terrible.
I mean, I wouldn't enjoy it. It would be painful, but it wouldn't turn me to ash.
Oh, okay. So tomorrow night then.
I usually prefer to go out in the evening.
We don't want to just try and get it out of the way tonight. We need a day to get ready.
It's been kind of a long day already, and I kind of feel like at this point maybe we should take tomorrow and maybe do a little reconnaissance, make sure we're not walking to an ice cream shop full of Hiroki's goons.
And the shop's open until 9. So there are some dark hours in which to be at the ice cream shop.
Eight o'clock p.m. tomorrow.
Sounds good.
KK. What do you write back?
Hey, Kay.
All right. You guys got a date with Himiko.
All right.
Well, that worked out.
Yeah, good job sending him the ice cream shop address, I guess.
Oh, I really effed that up. Sorry.
Yeah, it's meant to happen though. Like, otherwise it wouldn't have happened.
Goes without saying.
Cool. Anything you all are doing for the rest of tonight?
Is his body still in the basement?
I mean, no, not exactly. Not. It's dust. in the basement.
It's dust in the basement.
It's
Ash.
Lewis cremated the body.
Okay, they would have finished cremating the body in this time.
Oh, maybe not finished, but it's been 4 hours.
Okay.
Maybe more. I think it's been long enough that I don't know how long it takes to cremate a body, as I don't do that ever. But I imagine after 4 to 5 hours of burning something, it's not really there anymore.
Yeah.
About 3 to 4 hours, says the Google.
Hmm.
It might take longer because he's so big.
And he's frosty.
Yeah, you got to thaw it out first before you cook it.
Resist.
But yeah, an 8 to 9 foot tall, big burly guy might take longer than 3 to 4 hours. But there's not going to be much left at this point.
So I could have gotten a middle finger.
Not at the point in which you would have been sending it. He's pretty well cooked.
That's been a pretty eventful day.
He has been doing some cool ass things.
So we're just gonna go home and meet you back here, Ambrose.
I will wait here tomorrow evening for our dream day. Of course, you are welcome to stay here if you wish, although I will be more comfortable.
I think at home is like a Holiday Inn.
Yeah, it's a hotel of some kind, I think, because we're
It's not that Ambrose knows that, but I don't know what they're sharing.
Never heard of sleepover with a vampire, but I mean, there's a first for everything.
Oh well, I will be out most.
Lost Boy style.
There are plenty of beds. If any of you wish to.
Carter just looks at the rest of them.
I look at Carter like,
You're sleeping in the vampire house?
Stay in the vampire house. It'll be fine.
What could go wrong?
You're not all just meat puppets.
No, you all are different.
As Lewis goes by like this.
Look, obviously Lewis is not the child of a god, otherwise he wouldn't be in this situation.
That would have been so funny just to stay in character. Just kind of says it offhandedly as he's walking out the door.
So, go ahead,
See
Mike.
if you can get somebody his name. Like, find out about the person you eat tonight.
All right, Drew, just so you know where we are, we're discussing whether or not to have a sleepover with a vampire.
I've already called the top bunk or whatever. I'm in.
okay.
Yep.
Well, I mean, do we need to check out in the morning for not here, but at the hotel?
No, you have it booked.
Oh, it's
You didn't know how long you'd be here. So
Got it.
you booked it out for the week,
okay.
figuring you'd be here at least that long.
Mark the bucket list. Do you prefer which rooms we take?
Oh, whichever one's strike your fancy.
Do you have one that's yours?
Not up there, no.
Oh, I just didn't mean. I meant like personal, like attachment.
Oh no, none.
Okay, fair enough.
None of the regular. For
I'll,
guests.
I'll call Kavi and let him know, like, he's got the run of the hotel tonight, so don't run up the minibar tab too much.
Try not to.
He responds with "too late."
Right?
What
You guys
minibar?
been gone all day.
There's nothing to do with drink. I'm an extra.
I'm an extra.
Extra.
All right. So yeah, you sleep. I assume peacefully. Maybe not. I don't know. Depending how comfortable you are sleeping in a vampire's house. Sleep through the night. Josh, anything that we need to discuss overnight, or just it's a regular night?
Yeah, I'm not doing anything special.
Okay.
Making sure I'm, have a good breakfast. I just had breakfast.
Yeah.
A good lunch / early
I make it
dinner.
through the night.
Yeah, and I guess while I'm out, yeah, I'll see if there's any other kind of like weird activity around. Because like it's not every day that a frost giant shows up in my basement.
Yeah.
So I'll just, make sure I take a few strolls around the neighborhood and see if anything weird is going on. I assume the frost giant was probably the only weird thing that's going to happen tonight, but
you never know. You never
gotta
know.
make sure.
Yeah. No, nothing else really stands out. You walk around and check things out and see the usual neighbors out and about. Just kind of sitting on the porch and smoking, talking. Eventually, people are going to bed, lights are turning out, street lights are all on, and so no, it seems like other than having a giant in your basement earlier in the day, a relatively normal night.
So yeah, I'll go make sure I get some food, and then I'll come back a little earlier than I normally would, just to make sure all my guests are doing okay.
Yeah, you get back and presumably everyone's asleep. I don't know if anybody feels like they're going to have trouble sleeping in a vampire's house, but they're comfortable beds. As far as I know, there's not any like ghosts floating about. Bogey, you would have already seen them. So yeah, like it's not haunted. You can tell at least. No crazy creaks in the middle of the night. So you all sleep soundly and get back and
I'll just peek in. I'll check on everyone, make sure everyone looks like they're okay. Not gonna go in any of the rooms.
One of us wakes up,
invited.
Chris just standing over us, looking down. Are you sleeping?
And then, I'll leave before I go to bed, I'll wake Lewis up and let him know, like, we have guests. I'd love for you to make sure they have breakfast. Let them know I hope they had a good evening, and that I will see them again this evening.
very good, sir. And did you have a good evening yourself?
Well, once we got rid of our unwanted guest.
What?
Fine, yeah.
Very good. Sleep well, and I will make sure our guests are fed.
You need some rest.
I'll go start preparing a big breakfast.
Great. I'm gonna go to my dark bed down in the. I don't know. Is there? I guess maybe there's like another room down in the basement that we weren't in.
Yeah.
That's like booted off from that main.
Yeah, I mean, you've been in this house for quite some time. You could have a secret basement under the basement or behind the basement or whatever.
That's not like a dank, creepy basement. It's
No.
like, nice.
Yeah, it's finished.
Yeah.
It's a finished basement.
The
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. You can go and it's a nice place to rest. And yeah, I don't know, maybe feel differently about the game, but I assume that it would be like a secret entrance to that in the basement.
Yeah.
But in the middle of the day, nobody's coming to bother you.
Right. Yeah, it's very, very non-obvious, so that people don't accidentally wander in.
Into the vampire's lair while he's sleeping.
Right. Yep.
That seems like a good idea. Yeah. Yes. What did I think? I forget. But yeah, the rest of you wake up in the morning, the smell of bacon and coffee, and there's a nice spread out on the table when you get down. Pancakes, tarts, bacon, just a nice spread of food, and way more than you guys could eat together. Like no matter how hungry all of you are, it's like a continental breakfast for like a normal amount of people that you'd get at a hotel. Like it's a lot. So there's so much food, and please enjoy as much as you like, and let me know if there's anything else I can get for you.
Thank you.
Of course.
Are you gonna have any?
Oh, I've already eaten. Thank you.
It's a lot of food. We're gonna need help.
I wanted to make sure that there was enough to eat, and I wasn't sure what everyone would like, so I made sure there'd be enough food. Don't worry, this won't go to waste. We will donate whatever is left over.
That's neat. Who do you donate to?
The school, the elementary school just up the way.
Is that your idea or Ambrose's?
It gives me some bit of freedom to handle events as needed.
That's wonderful.
Okay, let me know if you need anything. I'll be in just the other room. Walk off.
Philanthropic vampire. So as we're eating, what's our plan now? Hiroku walks in and we're obviously not, I mean, Bogey, can you look like that
That's what I was looking at.
thing?
Yeah. So like,
So,
yeah.
Sorry, Carter.
So, right, Mike, the way that I'm reading, unless I'm misunderstanding, you'll still need to make a roll. For trivial characters, they won't know the difference. But for non-trivial characters, when you imagine Hiroko's non-trivial, and you know he's a Scion, so you know he's non-trivial, like there's still, you still have to do a good enough job. So,
Yeah.
like, it's not like you just go, yeah, look at me, I look like Snow Barty now. I guess still, like, you will need to make a disguise
Yeah.
to, yes, really get the effect of the change of height and the change of skin tone and everything. And broadness is obviously much bigger than you. So, not that you can't, you have no complications to doing it. So, there's not going to be a complication for being taller and wider and what have you. Not that you can't do it, there's still going to be a role, and therefore, for non-trivial characters, they can make a roll to see through it.
Right. Yeah, same. I've never I've not done it much with other Scions aside from when we were practicing. But yeah, I think that I can do it. Like we gotta find some clothes and things and do some makeup, but if we spend a couple hours, I bet we can get something pretty good together.
Then you'll be in there alone with him? then you'd have to talk like him.
Yeah.
How you talk.
I mean, I didn't hear a lot of his dialogue, but based on the text messages and I'll cut your. Yeah, I think it was I'll cut your fucking head off. I think it was something like that. Yeah. It was obscene. Are you up for all that?
Yeah, I think I can try something.
I didn't give me a warm, fuzzy feeling inside there, but
I don't know, man. Like, I'll try it.
I just, we're spending all morning getting you, all
Costume
day
up.
costumed up, and then in 2 seconds it goes away. I mean, I guess if your costume's good and he sees you, I mean, that's a good start, but again, you got to have the conversation with him.
Yeah. But like, if we show up and we're not him at all, then Hiroku, like, what's he do? Like, he just leaves. He's like, oh, my guy's not here.
Right. And that's why I wanted to like talk about this ahead of time about like if we show up there as us, and then he shows up.
Can
I
still be
I am curious though what kind of individual he is. Is he going to be interested in finding out how we got Snellevardy's phone
Well,
and what happened?
like, we just don't reveal ourselves and we just show we're there and he comes in and then like Snellevardy is not there and then he leaves and then, well, then we get to follow him.
He seems really hard to follow.
I mean, we haven't tried to.
No, because we can't find him.
Right. So he's going to solve that half of the problem for us.
I have a feeling that once he realizes this is not what he's here for, he's gonna do like he did in the video and pop off somewhere.
I think Carter will be able to track him.
Don't we? This was the guy that like something about he got into a truck that was moving. It was this guy, right?
Yep.
I mean, I don't think this is just going to be an ordinary guy here.
No.
I agree, but as long as I can see him, I should be able to track him, unless he just shows up through the wall and then just leaves.
So
But if he like teleports away or something like that, then you can't track him.
Oh no, I can still track him.
You can?
Mm-hmm.
Like once you've seen him, then you can track him?
Mm-hmm. Cross most escapes.
but you got to see him in person, not just from a video, right? Gotcha.
So like if you're just there eating ice cream with Dash or something, and then like I'm just outside of Sylvia and Sylvia's in her convertible, I can drive. And then Ambrose is doing whatever Ambrose does. Then like everybody just happens to be around and then he comes in and then like Snellevardy is not there and then he just leaves. And then you've gotten eyes on him.
But here's the thing. So we track him to where? I mean, he's the fish we've been looking for. And he goes back to his house. Okay. So then we know where his house is.
Yeah.
But can we have the same conversation in the ice cream shop?
Hopefully.
I feel like we just need to have the conversation. And then if he tries to leave, then, as you said, Carter can track him.
Or Sylvia can trank him.
To be real, Sylvia will probably trank him first anyway. But
I mean, it solves two problems with one stone.
Somebody's getting tranked. That's what that is.
But I do like the idea. We just go sit around the ice cream shop, eat some ice cream, wait for him to show up.
Yeah.
There is a question. If he pulls up and he looks in and he doesn't see Snellavardi, does he even bother to come in?
Right. So it might still be worth me getting in disguise.
Okay.
Give him a reason to come in.
Here's my other question: is if these meetings have taken place in an ice cream shop while the ice cream shop is open, did people have seen a giant? It's not like it's been reported or any, I mean, that's the kind of thing that probably make the news, right?
I mean, it could just be like a really tall guy.
Did you see that guy? And he didn't seem to be the most social of butterflies.
Maybe he just slouches.
Maybe they don't meet in the ice cream shop proper at all. Maybe they meet like in the back or something.
Backroom warehouse?
Do what?
Like in the warehouse?
Right.
The ice cream warehouse. Isn't that like a freezer? Oh, the freezer for the ice giant.
And that seems risky.
Meeting in a freezer?
With a guy who can walk through walls? Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you're right, but what other options do we have?
No, you're right. I like to talk through all the terrible eventualities before we settle on a plan that
Look, worst comes to worst, we just cut the power to the freezer, warm everything up, and then we just play ball.
Checking something.
but I don't know where the gas lines are and the electrical lines. I mean, are they together here like they are in Colorado Springs, or is Fort Collins different, you know?
Dash. Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Nope.
Not Dash. Bogey, Carter, and Sylvia, you go ahead and roll intellect and occult as you're having this conversation.
I'm not interested in rolling dice for this. I'm eating bacon. Love the divergence of numbers of dice here. 6, 0, more momentum.
Not in that one.
Nope, no momentum.
Because the failure doesn't have a natural, like there's no bad effect for it.
Good.
And then Carter, did it roll? Was it rolling?
It didn't roll anything. Hang on 1 second.
You are muted, but I believe what you said.
I just said I got kicked out of the complete game. So give me one second.
Oh,
Apparently, it didn't like my roll of a 4.
Okay, but you got a 4.
Oh no, I'm saying like it didn't like me trying to roll 4 dice.
Oh, got it.
oh.
That's weird. It still shows you in game.
Yeah, I just got back in. So you said intellect and occult.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. Why isn't it rolling? Occult. Screw it. Old fashioned. Yar.
Sylvia, you as they're having this conversation and you're processing, especially like with Death saying like there have been any reports of giant men. You realize, especially like with movies and how they work, like chances are he didn't look like that. Like whether it was slouching or something else, he probably was not perceived or isn't generally perceived as a giant man. Like whether he's like shrinking himself or like invisibility cloak or whatever it is. Like there's probably something and like you're processing back other figures. Like you remember the Minotaur. None of you noticed the Minotaur until there was a Minotaur. Like it found a way to blend in, and you don't normally like see like there are other mystical creatures out there. Like Bill. You
Bill.
all know Bill's a satyr. Looks like a dude. He just has really heavy boots on all the time, and so it always sounds and like now you process like yeah, it's kind of like hooves when he walks, but you would have noticed that unless you knew. So maybe he doesn't look like himself when he goes to the ice cream shop. Maybe they're meeting in a warehouse or out back or what have you. But if they are meeting in the ice cream shop, maybe he doesn't look like the guy whose head you guys chopped off.
So, point that idea up.
Oh. So then we're just not gonna know what he looks like then.
Maybe. I mean, I could, once we get there, I can take a look and see what shape he was.
Oh.
I could look back and when they met before. If they have like their special booth or whatever. But it's not going to be clear enough to make out faces or anything like that. We need our tech guy who can hack the cameras.
So what's our plan for the day until 8:00?
Go get a lunch ice cream for sure, just to
Yeah, right. You got to get a warm up ice cream.
see what flavors we're going to order tonight.
Yeah, you can go there.
At least have part of the plan ready to go.
Let's go.
I'll be tasting every flavor.
Yeah, you get there. It's definitely not like a Cold Spring Creamery. Like it's a mom and pop shop. It's a local place. With a name, I'm making it up right now. It's too late.
Ye old ice cream shop.
Yeah, ye oldie with an E on it.
Mm.
And but there's a couple men working behind the counter. Probably 20s, 30s. Welcome you in. See if you want any samples, what have you. But otherwise, a regular ice cream shop that you'd find, out like in downtown Mebane or something, right? Just in a small store.
Do they have cameras?
You're looking around and you are not seeing any cameras. Whatever ice cream you get is pretty good. Actually, very good.
Can't go
Jack,
wrong
you've
with
been around the world. You've had some ice cream from all over the place. I'm like, this is maybe not the best, but one of the best places you've been to.
Good news.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, when we get a moment, I'll zone out, look up into the stars.
Sure. Go back to a time when they were supposed to meet.
Sylvia, you got brain freeze? Oh wait, never mind. You're doing your thing. Sorry. Too much ice cream.
You're sitting outside on the bench. So as far as like the layout of the place is like, there's 4 little tables inside and a couple tables outside. You look back, the stars, everything starts to blur red and it turns into night. Even though it's day, like your vision masks what's going on. And those blood figures appear again. People moving. You see some people behind the counter moving about, really working. There's already a couple people or a few people in the parlor as you're kind of maybe like a little bit before so you can watch, I assume. And you do see that familiar figure enter, the one that you can kind of recognize as Hiroko, even though like there's no defining features. That slighter build, a little bit longer straight hair, about the right height, enters, seems to order something at the counter, glass, so you're kind of just looking through the glass, and then goes and sits down. Few minutes pass by, another figure enters, taller, but not over 8 feet, like 6'6", enters and walks immediately over to Hiroko and sits down. They converse for a while. Hiroko's very open body language. The bigger guy's very closed body language. Interaction probably goes on for about 20 minutes, and then Hiroko leaves, and the bigger man goes into the back, and then there's nothing you can really see from there.
Come out of it and let them know what I saw. So Hiroko got here first, so that's maybe good. We don't have to like already be in place. We can maybe observe him before he expects to see somewhere rented.
Why do you go in the back?
Didn't see that part. I don't know if, but yeah, can I fall around to that? Is that
How's your thing work? I thought you had to be outside for.
yeah?
You were able to go in. Were you able to go inside? I don't remember. Let me look at your character sheet.
I guess I can't remember what we did because that makes sense.
I thought
That was a long time ago.
she had to be outside to where she could see the sky.
Page 260 of the.
Thank
That's
you.
what I wrote down. Hero
That helps a lot.
or not. Is that it? Wait, oh, that's not it.
Cosmic perspective.
Yeah, I guess that is it.
I don't know. It doesn't seem like it has to be outside. When you look up at the stars,
My other thing, I have to be underneath the sky.
right?
I'm fine with this one either way.
Yeah. No. Yes, and you would need to go. So like you were outside sitting at a bench or one of the tables watching through the glass, and you watched Hiroko leave, and you watched big guy go to the back. You would need to go to the back. Like you need to go behind the counter and into the back to follow him.
Interesting. So when you say went to the back, you mean like he went?
There's a front of store, back of store. Like there's a back room or back set of rooms or back.
Yeah, he didn't like go around outside. He was like,
Went behind the counter and went through the door. And like the whoever was working there didn't think anything of it. Like they didn't even really look at him. Like they noticed, like it's not like they couldn't see him. They noticed him, but they didn't say or do anything. They just noticed and went back to work.
I wonder if he makes the ice cream. You know, like, does he got some secret frost giant recipes that are like,
Just
that stuff's pretty good?
This is a side hustle.
Is that, yeah. I
just
mean,
sticks his finger in all the.
that's weird. He just walked back like you know, nobody batted an eye. I do also think it's weird that two men were working here. Usually, you know.
Two men working here now. Are there two men working here now?
Yes.
Okay.
And there were then as well.
So that's sorry.
Oh yeah, I guess I got confused too.
There was a man and a woman working back then.
I don't know. I think of it as like a high school kid job to scoop the ice cream. You know, like a team.
Are you saying they're in cahoots with them,
I don't know.
or did
Maybe I'm just inventing things in my head and too much Breaking Bad or whatever. It's like laundering or, you know, who knows what goes on behind the ice cream counters.
did Snail have already somehow walked past them using some kind of powers and they just didn't notice them?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's possible, but seemed pretty much just like they recognized him or something, from what I could tell.
Yeah, the woman specifically. You saw the woman, like as he's coming around, look at him, and then go back to work. Like there's nothing else for her to look at.
Mm.
Like, she looked at him, and then went back to cleaning a countertop.
All is not appears at the Yield ice cream shop.
It's a Frost Giant ice cream shop. It's delicious.
Yield Frost Giant ice cream shop.
Yoten Robbins.
Nice. All right. Anything else we're doing between now and 8?
I mean,
Oh,
we should have somebody ready to, like, chase after him. Like, if he leaves. What's that?
That's Carter.
All right.
and oh yeah, because we saw Ambrose turn into a bat, right?
Batman.
Giant bat monster, not like little
I mean,
bats.
maybe Ambrose could, if needed to, follow as a
Oh yeah,
bad monster.
Worth a shot.
he was like person size still, right?
He's a bit bigger.
Oh, he
That
was bigger than a person.
but
Yeah, right.
unless I'm mistaken, Josh, like it does
Yeah.
grow.
Yeah, like would be a very large human. Like
With bat wings.
yeah, with bat wings. It's a little bit taller, a little bit muscular, the wing.
Maybe that won't be so good.
That'd be conspicuous.
Yes.
Somebody might notice.
Yes.
No.
What's that up in the sky? It's Batman.
Yeah. All right. I guess we just spread ourselves out and see who shows up.
Yeah, so are you trying to get there before him or be there before him? I assume you're not just hanging out all day, because nobody hangs out at an ice cream shop all day. I'm assuming you're not doing that. If you are doing that, feel free to correct me. But like, are you intending to try to be there before him, after him, or some combination? Because there's 5 of you.
Well, I think we could all be here beforehand because he doesn't know what we look like.
Right.
So we're just 5 people eating ice cream. Although
Ice cream was so good, you came back.
Tony and Will over there might think it's weird if we all came back.
Ice cream's pretty good.
That's true. We'll grab dinner down the street and then we'll come over here for ice cream afterwards.
Right, this was lunch dessert, and then you're gonna
Yeah.
have dinner dessert.
And we can use the excuse we're visitors in town and this place is pointed out to us. Yeah, that'll work.
Okay. Yeah, so you all want to just be there ahead of time, either together or spread out or some combination. Okay. So yeah,
Might as well be together. I feel like.
Yeah.
It looks less weird if there's not a bunch of singletons around, but the group.
So we don't. Bogey's going to be in a disguise anyway.
not a Snail Barty disguise, but a regular
Just-
disguise.
Yeah,
A not bogey disguise.
and not bogey disguise.
Perfect. All right, so yeah, 8 o'clock rolls around. A few minutes before 8 actually rolls around. You're all sitting around enjoying some delicious ice cream. There's a couple people there as well. Obviously, there's one of the guys is still working. The shift had changed, and a different guy is now working there. But one of the guys is still there. He welcomes you back. And there's a couple other people there. So there's a younger couple. I guess not to you all. You all are relatively young in this game.
Mhm.
A couple chatting in the corner and talking very lovey. And then somebody sitting on their laptop working in another table. There's a couple more tables. You take one of them. A little bit before 8, an individual walks in. And Sylvia, you recognize the outline. Right? Like this slim, longer hair, straight, walks in, waves to the guy behind the counter. Hey, how's it going? You got my usual for me? Yeah, of course. It's a couple scoops of something on an ice cream cone. And he walks very casually and just sits down at the empty table. There are 4 tables in there. 3 are taken, one by you guys, and he sits down at the 4th table. And he leaned back, feet propped out and folded, just enjoying his ice cream, and seems very casual.
Kick these guys under the table and do the nod thing.
There he is. Now what?
Did I talk to him?
I mean,
Or attack him?
Attacking him's not a good idea.
I'll look over at him. Say, you're a regular here? It seems.
Yeah, this place is great.
Yeah, we're visitors in town today. We just found it today. We had it earlier today. We had dinner tonight. We came back and yeah, they do great work here.
Come back for breakfast. Breakfast ice cream. Nothing wrong with it.
Breakfast ice cream.
Yeah,
Give that a shot.
yeah. Try the berry blast. It is to die for.
Berry blast. I'll just keep that in mind. Yeah, that really helped me out here. So we just bridged the conversation.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, did we see what Kari came in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like a real nice guy.
Yeah. Why don't you go make friends with him? Or
I did. I just talked about ice cream.
Hey, well, should we go talk about artifacts and birthrights and
Man.
this is it. That's why we're here.
You're right. You're right. You're right. Well. Pick up my empty ice cream carton.
Mhm.
Take it over the trash can. Throw it away. Wipe my hands off. So, sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you again.
Oh, no. By all means.
We're businessmen. We're actually in town and business people. Apologies. Let's retract that. Business people. We were supposed to meet somebody, and they never showed up. And then at dinner, and so we were kind of down our luck because we figured we'd driven all this way, and looks like we got ghosted on a deal or something. So I hate to say we're kind of like stress eating over here, ice cream, but I mean that's kind of
cool story.
Kind of what we're doing. But yeah. So we're in the antiques business, and do you know of anywhere around here that I mean, these guys clearly were, and I don't know, probably just scammed us from the start and had a nice little enterprise that just probably took our money and ran. But is there places around here where antiques, relics, old things, you'd be able to find those? Do you know? I mean, you seem to know you're regular here. I'm assuming you're from these parts.
Yeah, I mean, Fort Collins is kind of ripe with all this cool stuff. Like May Watts, if you haven't checked out her collection, if you got the money, I guess she does a tour. It's awesome. And there's a little antique shop down the way. It's pretty sweet. Got some old stuff. It's not super old, but it depends on what kind of antiques you're looking for. Yeah, sure. Fort Collins is a pretty chill place. I'm actually waiting for a business partner right now. Speaking of wild.
Oh, you mean right here in the ice cream shop?
Yeah, why not, man? Ice cream shops are awesome.
Oh, they are. I had no. I mean, it's unusual.
Take another look at him. He's wearing skinny jeans and a leather jacket with spikes on the shoulder. Not a businessman.
Yeah. So I'm kind of glancing at Sylvia as he's talking.
We're wearing the same clothing. He and me.
Do what?
Nice. They're wearing the same, basically same outfit.
The leather jacket, the skinny jeans.
But I'm glancing at Sylvia. I'm kind of giving you the raised eyebrow.
She like pulls the trank out of her purse and like.
Oh, okay. Do you have like a specific name? Oh, you said May Watts. May Watts. Is that the
Yeah,
name?
yeah, yeah. May Watts. Oh,
May
she's a cool lady.
Yeah. You said I'd be able to afford it though.
Oh yeah, like she does private tours. Yeah, I mean she got to pay a bit and get to go see her cool collection of old stuff.
All right. We'll look into that. And so there's an antique shop just down the street here.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It is what it's called.
That's
Antique.
yeah.
The original.
Ye Old Antique Shop, right? Just down the street from Ye Old Ice Cream Shop. Yeah.
Yeah, right. All with an E on it. But the old
Yeah. Right. All right. Okay. Well, I appreciate your assistance.
Yeah, man, of course. I'm so glad you found this place. It's good.
Yeah. I think if we hang around town a bit, I'll probably be back to do good ice cream here.
Nice. Yeah. Enjoy Fort Collins.
Thank you. We'll work on it. And glance at everybody else. All right. I'll walk away. I kind of want to see what happens now when Small Word doesn't show up.
All right, just let me know when you want me to
He seems
knock
very,
him out.
he seems very not like what I pictured at all.
No, he's making it hard to attack him.
Well, yeah. That's what good charisma does for you. It's Soof running it. What do you expect?
But we got to do what we got to do. What we came here to do.
Well, I mean, what if we I know I said plan. What if we follow him?
Okay, but
I don't want to like beat him up here right here. I mean, if he comes to it, I don't want to wreck the ice cream shop.
we can jump him in the parking lot.
We could have a deeper conversation with him in the parking lot. Yes, I agree.
That's not what I said.
I know.
But you can try your way.
Yeah, I don't think we should go stick a syringe in him right here in the middle of the
Yeah, I mean, I see lots of witnesses, but
yeah.
I've got enough.
No, we're not. No.
Whatever. There's no cameras, so that's nice.
All right. Well, let's just go. Let's go. Just wait outside. Come on.
All right, so what's now the current plan? You're beating him up in the parking lot in the car. You're just gonna follow him, like
All three.
Here we
I
get him outside first, and then
Don't want to ruin the nice establishment.
and it's street parking. So like you saw him walk up, like a couple doors down from the shop. So his car's not far from the ice cream shop on the street parking. There's not a parking lot.
let's take note of his car. License plate, all that good stuff.
Nice little sports car. Not like super expensive, but
Right. I don't understand. I thought this guy would be like super mastermind guy. He seems like a delivery boy.
Yeah, and not sending the same vibe that Cynthia was.
No. Correct.
She had her shit together.
Maybe he does. He just plays it off real well.
Probably.
And maybe it's not even him. Are you sure that's him?
It's the exact right figure. I never saw the face before, but that's, yeah, it's him. I can do some stuff, right?
Like what? Change his appearance?
Well, no, I mean, not be seen by cameras and open up locked doors without.
Yeah, walk through walls and all that stuff. Yeah, I know, but just that guy. All right. Let's wait for him to come out.
You hang out for probably a good 10, 15 minutes. Finishes his ice cream eventually. Checks his watch. Gets out his phone, and I don't know if the phone's on silent or not, or on vibrate or whatever, but you get a text saying, what, you standing me up?
I'll show it to you. Come outside.
I mean, I could eat another ice cream. Come inside.
Your car, stupid.
Dude, don't mess with my car. Again. Send there's like a separate message.
Then get out here.
He'll look out the window and look up at his car. And then now he's looking out the window. Where you guys assume you guys are like in the van or something?
Yeah, I mean, we're like milling about, so you can't actually see it. Well, yeah. I suppose we'd want to be able to still see him though.
Right.
So, but no, not like leaning against his car or anything.
Right. But yeah, so like he'll look out and he'll look up and down and be like, dude, you're being weird. The normal. That's another second message, like, the normal.
Yep.
Shrugs, puts his phone away. Says goodbye to the guy, guys behind the counter, and walks out and starts walking towards his car.
There we go. Is it a busy street?
No, it's not super busy. I mean, it's Fort Collins isn't huge. This isn't like the main street, so no, it's not super busy. There are obviously some people feeling about enjoying a little bit of midweek nightlife. I don't know if there's that much, but like just walking around. It's a well lit street, so like it's a nice place to just kind of walk and talk and enjoy life.
All right, well, I'll as he approaches his car, I'll approach his car and I'll just hold up the phone. Snelliverty couldn't make it. We weren't completely honest with you and said,
Oh, okay. Who the hell are you? And we'll pick up there next time.
Yeah.
I'm your first victim.
Thanks everybody for hanging out with us. We'll be back, I think, next week with some D&D.
Yeah, it seems like a week. Next week.
So, yeah, tune in next time. See you all then. Night, everyone.
Right.